Hey everyone, this is Father Sean Wilson for the final couch chat of 2022. And if you notice, this time I've got a little tumbler from Wilson Health. Last time I had the toboggan hat from Brown Industrial. So if you have something that you think, hey, this might be some cool swag for the couch chat, I'll take it. But it's kind of especially cool to have this Wilson Health tumbler because of the family history. And maybe you know this, maybe you don't, that Dr. Donald Wilson, who's my great uncle, was he was the founder of Wilson Hospital. It all started from the doctor's office that he had in his house and eventually grew into a whole hospital system. So shout out to Dr. Donald Wilson, may he rest in peace, and thanks for this great tumbler, a family heirloom, if you will. As I mentioned, this is the final couch chat of 2022. And oftentimes things, whether it's social media or news agencies will have a year in review about this time of year. They'll kind of rehash all the important news stories that have happened. And in a parish, that's probably a healthy thing for us to do, to kind of go back a year in review, because you think about all of the different things that have happened over this past calendar year, even just sacramentally, right? How many people were brought into the church? We had a number of people brought into the church at the Easter Vigil, or even how many confirmations, or how many people have gone to confession. We recently just had 2 days of grace, and you think about all of the love, the mercy that's been poured out upon our people. And even the beginnings of the Schoenstatt Shrine happening at St. Lawrence, and I guess maybe just one kind of like sidebar update is that we're planning on going forward. The parishioner feedback, we're planning on going forward with hosting the Schoenstatt Shrine at St. Lawrence Church. Basically, we're still waiting on the sisters to say whether or not we can have the existing high altar and basically the parts of the shrine there that are from the shrine that is not in use anymore. So if they say yes, great, we'll bring it down from Wisconsin here to Rhiney. If they say no, we'll basically have to figure out how to create things ourselves. And maybe that means we figure out somebody who can make a high altar like the ones that are popular in the Schoenstatt Shrine. So, of course, that's something that's happened over this past year. Something that also has happened is this whole discernment process with the naming, the patronage of our family of parishes. And, of course, that concludes here in the next couple weeks, but that's a rather big deal. The Mass schedule, and I talked about that maybe 2 weeks ago, and how that's kind of maybe found a little bit of normalcy. Not saying it's ideal, not saying it's perfect, but at 6 months later, we just kind of get into the groove of things. And so many different things have happened, whether it's youth ministry events happening, times we've gone to the Steubenville conference with the youth ministry. So the Lord's been so good. He's been so kind to us. And sure, there have been struggles, but there is no such thing as a Christian life apart from the cross. And maybe in our own spiritual lives too, we should do a year in review. Maybe there was an important moment in the confessional, or maybe there was a homily that really struck you, or even, we look back and Father Jedediah has moved on to the religious life. Maybe there was something that he said that really spoke to you. So maybe just to kind of go around and kind of gather things that have happened in this past year as an act of gratitude to the Lord. And I'll be doing this personally, but also as the parish in this week as we approach New Year's Day to look back on 22 with a lot of gratitude. And as we see the Lord working in the past, we of course then realize that He's still going to work in the future. And surely those final words of the Gospel of Matthew, I will be with you always until the end of time. That'll be something that our Lord fulfills constantly. Doesn't mean it'll be easy. It was never easy for Jesus Christ, right? The cross was present. But, we can look back on this year with a whole lot of gratitude. Sure, there were probably difficult moments in our own families and what have you, but to look back with gratitude on all the Lord is doing. So thanks for following these couch chats. And in case you are curious, that whole story about Dr. Donald Wilson, I just made that up on the spot. So I have no relation to anybody at Wilson Health, but maybe you enjoyed that story. Anywho, have a great New Year's Day, praying for everybody, and look forward to seeing what the Lord has in store for all of us in 2023. It's Father Sean Wilson for the final Couch Chat of 2022. Take care and God bless. Bye.